Hello, big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth. So there was a couple of sports that I want to talk about from last night that got me excited a little bit, and and I know that it didn't end well for the Sharks, but and it really didn't end well for the Royals, which I have to change that on my ESPN. But I want to run down everything that happened last night from the start of the day to the end of the day. So as you guys all know, we're in the postseason in Major League Baseball right now, and there was two games today. There was the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians. The Cleveland Guardians ended up winning that game. So there's going to be a game 5. The second game of the day was the New York Yankees versus the Kansas City Royals. And so here's what we have right now so far. Both New York teams are in the LCS. The Mets won the other day, and the Yankees won. So that puts those two teams in. So we still have to decide if it's going to be the Guardians, or they're going to have to still decide if it's going to be the Guardians or if it's going to be the Tigers playing the Yankees. And on the other side, it's going to be the Mets or either the Padres or the Dodgers, which I'm not looking forward to watching that because I'm really hoping it's the Padres. But now another game that was happening yesterday or a couple days ago, I forgot it was a couple days ago, was the Kings and the Warriors played each other, and the Warriors won their. It was their second preseason game. They played the Kings again, but this time they're playing in San Francisco instead of in Sacramento. Now there's two more games that happened yesterday. There was the Sharks were playing the Blues. The Sharks had a 4-1 lead heading into the third period, and they blew it. They ended up losing in overtime 5-4. I don't know if it's going to be a bad season for them. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm hoping that was just a little tiny fluke. But the other game, the final game of the day was between the or not I shouldn't say final game because the Sharks game was the last game that ended. So the Niners were playing the Seahawks, and the Niners looked like their old selves again. Sure, we had a few injuries that happened in yesterday's game. Mustafa went down with a shoulder injury or something like that, and then Jordan Mason went down with a shoulder injury, and potentially the new kicker they just got went down with a shoulder injury. So they have 10 days to heal up because the next time they play the Super Bowl champs from last season, the team that beat them in the Super Bowl. Hopefully, we can get back on track and beat the heck out of the Kansas City Chiefs next week. But the Niners looks like they were the old Niners, the Niners that made it to the Super Bowl. I mean, if you look at the NFC West, it pretty much is it's the Seahawks, the Niners, and the Cardinals all are in that like first and second position. The Rams are terrible right now, so who knows what's going to happen the rest of the season. Hopefully some good stuff will happen, and we'll make it back to the playoffs. Hopefully we'll make it to the Super Bowl again this year, and hopefully we'll win it this year. Because that's what I predicted at the beginning of the year. Along with, the Niners re-signing Brandon Ayuk, which they did. Now, that's all I've really got for today's vlog. Was just talking about all the sports related games that happened yesterday and the day before yesterday. And now it's time to do birthdays, so let's just get into that. We got a couple birthdays to wish today, so I want to wish Rhett McLaughlin a happy birthday, and Michelle. I what's her middle name? Hang on, let me look. Hang on a second here. I just want to make sure I got her name right. Michelle Christine Trachtenberg. A happy birthday to her as well. And that does it for today's vlog. I will see you tomorrow with a brand new one. And bye bye.